10 years ago, we traveled together with large paper maps, but the advent of mapping technology for mobile devices has changed this. Now, we travel with our mobile devices, making it harder to plan together. Today, because of the scale of the hardware, when we travel with a group, a single person naturally becomes a group leader and plans the routes the group will take. This puts pressure on the planner to meet the expectations of his or her companions. Companions create expectations when they are in an area, and oftentimes, the group leader cannot meet these expectations because they were not part of the original intent. These details create tension and can potentially ruin the experience for everyone in the group. What if you could use your mobile device to travel better together? inContext gives you all the information you need, allowing you and your friends to plan dynamically. Jeff, Sam, and Kristen just arrived in Boston for the weekend. They all have a couple of ideas in mind of things they want to do. Jeff thinks the best way to experience a city is by attending live events. Sam is a history buff and wants to visit all the famous colonial sites. Kristen is a foodie and wants to experience Boston through its cuisine. They take out their mobile device and access inContext, which allows a group of friends with diverse interests to outline a journey they will all enjoy. They log in, and inContext automatically syncs their mobile devices together, along with a larger interactive display available in their hotel room. They each flip through their inContext guide and click the Add button to add their own choices to a shared map. When they are done, they look at the aggregate group result. They all talk amongst themselves and like and dislike each other's pins. The map keeps track of their interactions and displays the locations that have the highest level of agreement. They all agree to visit Faneuil Hall because it has something for everyone: events, history, and food. After having lunch at Faneuil Hall and exploring the surrounding area, they want to figure out what to do next. They open inContext on their mobile devices and are reminded that they wanted to visit the Bunker Hill Memorial. They have a lot of extra time, so they decide to look up what is between them and Bunker Hill. They access the heat map, which is generated by combining information from various sources including the number of businesses in an area, the hours of operation of businesses, check-ins from social networks, and events that are planned for the day. Looking at the heat map, they see that the best way to get there is not the quickest way, and they decided to walk through the North End, an Italian neighborhood with many interesting cafes, restaurants, pastry shops, and taverns. After exploring the North End, they fall in love with the neighborhood and they wonder if they should come back for dinner. They want to make sure the neighborhood is still lively later in the evening, so they take out inContext. They use the time slider on the heat map to check the neighborhood's activity level for the approximate time they want to return. They see that the North End is still bustling in the evening and decide to come back later. They have a great time at Bunker Hill and head back to the North End. They want to see where other people have gone for dinner in the neighborhood. They open the inContext guide and filter for nearby options. The inContext guide reveals restaurants that other users have enjoyed going to recently. They go to the Union Oyster House and enjoy delicious seafood while planning what to do later that night. inContext. Travel better together.